Hello everyone. Hello. How's it going? Merry Christmas. Today I'm going to be showing you my Christmas festive makeup, but easy. All vegan, all cruelty free, but easy. And I've been wearing this makeup quite a bit ever since I got the main pinnacle, which is this Pixi Fairy Lights liquid eyeshadow. I've been wearing this and getting loads of compliments on it, but it's honestly the easiest look to do ever. And the trick is, don't use too dark of an eyeshadow, right? So it still looks low maintenance, you know, that kind of Parisian. I haven't put any effort in when really you've spent like half an hour doing your makeup. That's the goal, always the goal. So yes, I'm going to get cracking and just take you through the products that I'm going to use and maybe have some Christmassy chat. I was going to wear these because basically we get these in our stocking every year. As in the same ones. My mum like puts them in the stocking, takes them back, puts them back in next year. So I was going to wear these, but there's no need. There's no need to inflict that on you, so I'm going to pop those down. But that's a good tip for like novelty items. Just reuse the same stuff again and again. Don't bother buying more because it is kind of wasteful. I did put a tiny bit of concealer on earlier, along with, I'm feeling very dry, like dry from the inside out. So I put on some of this fresh serum. I love this. It's eye serum, but I use it all over my face. It's really, really thin. I just feel like it works wonders. And then I also put some of the Pie Day Cream on, so that's kind of what I put on for my base. And I was going to refresh my face with the Pie Face Mist, but I don't know if I love this. Like, the mist isn't... It's alright for a toner, but like for a refreshing sort of setting spray, makeup spray, I definitely prefer the Evolve Beauty one. I don't dislike that Pie one, but yeah, I'm just going to use this. And then I usually go in with my Bounce Foundation by Beauty Blender. An absolute godsend. I think my favourite foundation of all time. Very, very full coverage, but it blurs the skin beautifully. It doesn't look too cakey, wears really well throughout the day. But for something, because I'm going to be eating unhealthily today, let's face it, I'm going to use a healthy foundation, the Perez Oat Milk Foundation, which is kind of like medium to full coverage. This sponge is beyond washing. It's one of the Nanshy sponges, but it's so old, like it's beyond washing. So I just ripped it, and then, you know, can keep using it. Just the inside sections, top tip. I stupidly had porridge this morning for breakfast. I don't know why I did that. What a rookie move. Now I'm going to be full and satisfied. Like, it's getting on for 12 o'clock now. I'm not crazy hungry. I should have saved myself. What's everyone having for their Christmas lunch if you're vegan? What's your vegan option? Last year I think I had the Jamie Oliver stuffed. It was like a homemade recipe. I think that's what I had last year. It was like butternut squash stuffed with rice and loads of spices and currants and stuff like that. It was really, really good. But this year I've gone for a Wellington. I'm not mad about mushroom. I don't mind it if it's sort of in stuff, but I wouldn't opt for like a mushroom Wellington. And I feel like a lot of the options this year, in terms of vegan options that supermarkets made, were mushroom based. So I went for the Waitrose Beet Wellington, which is, I'll insert a picture of it. I don't know, it had really good reviews on the website. I'm still a little bit apprehensive, but we shall see. Okay, so the concealer that I would use is the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. Freaking love this stuff, especially paired, like it's so full coverage with the Bounce Foundation, the best. But this shade is just not, I'm quite pale at the moment, it's just not my shade. So I'm going to go in with this one, which we actually got in the December Petit Vour box. I haven't done an unboxing of this yet, because I was thinking of doing a December unboxing of Petit Vour and also like a roundup of the year, like whether I think Petit Vour's worth it. So I might just kind of lump that into one video, but sneaky little preview. One of the products is this Han Cosmetics All Natural Concealer in the shade Fair Light. Oh, that's the shade I got mine in. I said in my Vlogmas video, I wish that more green companies would come, like green beauty brands would come out with doe foot applicator concealers, because usually they're always pot concealers. So yeah, someone was listening. I think I've used this once or twice. I like it. I think it's good. The only thing I would say is it felt a bit sticky, but I don't know if that's because I was using my sponge that's worse for wear. I don't know, it could easily be the sponge. But yeah, I'll definitely test this out a bit more and see. Hopefully you'll be able to see that it does have good coverage. I find a lot of green beauty brand concealers are very light coverage, like the Inika one. That one seems very light coverage. I feel like for a Christmassy look you want the skin to look nice and awake, but full coverage. My skin doesn't look its best in winter, let's just put it that way, so I like a full coverage. For pudding this year I've got the Bouja ice creams. I got two. It was an expensive haul, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know why I chose Waitrose to do the shop. And I only bought about 5 things. Must have been like 7 things. Must have been a few, because I did buy a few kind of things that I just needed, like some tea as well. Sorry, this is such boring chat. This is really boring. But it's kind of on topic, it's Christmas themed. But it was so busy because it was a few days before Christmas that I just put stuff in my belt. I couldn't be bothered to like check the prices of everything. It came to like £38 and I looked at my basket and I was like, 38 quid? What? And I forgot how expensive those ice creams are. They are amazing though. Also, this dress that I'm wearing, I got it from a charity shop, brand new from New Look. I don't typically love New Look, but sometimes their dresses are really nice. Like, I like the shape of them. It looks very And Other Stories. So it's like a deep V-neck and then comes in at the waist and then it's got kind of cuffs. And yeah, this was £12, very Christmassy as well. Am I probably going to change into my pyjamas after lunch? Yes. Yes, I'm going to go straight back into the gym jams, but it's nice to, you know, be presentable for at least some part of the day. Okay, so set. And then for highlight, Christmas time, I love a liquid highlight. Well, actually all year round. My favourite highlights are liquid highlights. This one by Seraphine Botanicals, I freaking love this stuff. It's got like a golden, almost green shift, but it's so natural when you work it into the skin. Can be quite intense though, so I'm going to work kind of quickly. I also like this 100% pure doe foot applicator one. This one is very natural, but pretty. I might put a bit of this on my top lip. Also, I know I'm applying this on top of powder, but they work fine together. The Cover FX powder in this. Just find, especially when your skin is dehydrated, which mine often is, and at Christmas time, because I don't really drink that often, but I do like 2 times a year I will drink, is at festivals or like at a gig, and at Christmas time, like, because I love mulled wine. So I'm not used to it, basically is what I'm saying. Like, my skin really feels dehydrated when I drink, so because I don't have a tolerance to it, I feel very lackluster. Don't apply that. This highlighter is rubbish. It's the Baked Mineral Illuminizer by Inica. Just not great. I don't recommend it. It's very, like, not even chunky, but just sparsely glittery. It looks quite nice, maybe just like dusted on the eyelids or kind of on the, I might put a bit on my collarbones just for a bit of Christmas glitz. But as a highlighter, a little bit of blush. I'm sorry, I use this palette in every video. It's the Chloe Morello collaboration with Pixi. I know, I overdo it with it. Like, I should use some more interesting different products, but I'm just trying to keep it real. Like, this is what I use day to day. This is my favourite makeup. This is what I recommend. I'm going to use the same palette to do my brows. I actually really rate Pixi. I haven't tried that much of their skincare, but they've got loads of vegan options. They're Logical Harmony certified. Their skincare, I feel like it seems quite perfumed for me, but a lot of their makeup is vegan and also like paraben free or perfume free. So much of what I've tried, big fan. big fan. Also, if you do want to pick anything up from Pixi, I recommend Look Fantastic, because you can, if you're in the UK, you can get it in M&S, which is handy. If you look at the M&S website, you can see what's vegan and what's not really clearly. But Look Fantastic has some great deals, and I made an order recently, picked up their brow tamer, which I've been saving to use in a video because it's like a clear brow gel. No, it's not coming out that end. Let's try this one. It's a clear brow gel and I thought it was going to get really mucky in the tube, so I've been trying to hold off using it, but I can use it now. And it had really good reviews. I'm still trying to find like the perfect brow gel. I do like the Hourglass one, but I do kind of want something that's going to make my brows stay in place a little bit better. This is the Hourglass one I've been using, their Brow Arch Volumizing Fibre Gel. I feel like when that one dries out it might be a winner, but it's just a bit too wet. It's not quite waxy or jelly enough. Also from Pixi, this is Pixi Overload, sorry, but I always do, well, usually I do my lips before I finish off my eyes, so I'm going to take my favourite lipstick of late. This is one of their Matte Luster Bitten Rose lipsticks. This is amazing. I love it. It's a creamy formula, but it fades away to leave a stain, and it's not really a Christmassy colour, it's kind of like an all year round colour. You know, that kind of nudie brown pink that I feel like would suit so many skin tones, but it's so low maintenance. Like, once it fades you have a stain on your lips, and I find that my lipstick does tend to fade because I kind of bite my lips, rub my lips, apply lip balm. This, I've never heard anybody talk about this range, and I'm pretty sure the entire range is vegan, but like of the Matte Luster lipsticks, I'm pretty certain that all shades are vegan. So yeah, I'm definitely going to check out a couple of other shades, and I'm so surprised I've never heard anybody talk about this. Okay, so now time for the easiest eye look known to man. This involves the Avril eyeshadow palette, which I love, or just kind of like, you could just use your bronzer in your crease, really simple, and then just put the fairy lights all over the lid with a liquid liner and mascara. You're done. So easy, and it looks great if I do this on myself. So let's go in with some bronzer on a fluffy brush. Deepen it up with a bit of this copper. Also, the copper isn't matte, which I know people say you shouldn't put sheeny shades. It's not glittery, but it's just not matte. It's like a satiny, very natural shimmer. It's not intense at all. You know what, actually, I've seen Pixi Woo, you know Sam and Nick, I can't remember which one it was. They are amazing makeup artists, and I've seen them put like satiny, shimmery shades in the crease. So yeah, I think that it looks quite cool in the crease, actually. Sometimes I also just dust the brush off a bit. This is how the pros do it. I also take the lightest shades underneath my eye to really brighten. And then you want to do your winged liner next, so I take it right into the inner corner, all the way across, nice and thin. When I've done my winged liner, I like to smudge along, not the wing, but just the upper part on the eyelid with my finger, to kind of give it a bit of a smoky look without actually doing a smoky eye. But I always want to make sure that the really close to the lash line is black. You've still got that line there, so it doesn't just look like your makeup has worn away. And then here comes the magic. So I apply the Pixi Fairy Lights on my eyelid, not taking it all the way over to the end, like the outer third, but I also put it in the inner corner as well, just very lightly. This I find is great. It gives a kind of wet, glossy look to the eyelid, but it sets down, doesn't feel heavy on the eyelids. For me, I have really sensitive eyes, so certain kind of liquid eyeshadows can't really wear on the eyelid because they make my eyes water so much. This I don't have a problem with at all, and it's really, really low maintenance. It doesn't seem to crust or flake or anything. And it's subtle. It's subtle, but it's festive and Christmassy, so that's that. And I'm going to go in with my mascara now. So again, from Pixi. I feel like this is Pixi overload, but I've just been testing loads of Pixi. I bought all this stuff myself, by the way, like the Pixi stuff. But I've just been testing loads of it out recently, so thought I would show you it in this video. This is the Lower Lash Mascara, which is kind of like a cruelty-free and vegan version of the Clinique Lower Lash Mascara. Really good for getting those tiny little hairs. And then for the top lashes, my usual combo of the Boutique by Sainsbury's mascara, just to separate the lashes, and then I go in with volume with this Hourglass Caution mascara. Both vegan, both cruelty free. But Hourglass does have a parent company now. Sorry, I'm trying to remember to mention when brands have parent companies, but in my head, like, I've memorised them all, well, most of them, so I don't really feel the need to say it, but then I realise that not everyone knows them off by heart, so I will try and remember to say. Or maybe I should just note it in the down bar. I also thought about talking about Christmas guilt in this video, in terms of like consumption and food and like the guilty feelings that come with Christmas time and just like enjoying yourself. But I don't really want to put a downer on the day, so maybe that's a kind of topic for another day. I mean, I suppose they're two different topics. The enjoying yourself thing, I was thinking more about like eating and drinking and healthy eating, and how in our society you're expected to be busy all the time, and like it's a good thing to be busy all the time, and like grafting and working hard. Is grafting, that's not the right word, is it? Is that when you're like chirping someone? Can't remember. All these terms, like the youths just come out with term after term. I have to use Urban Dictionary for literally everything. Remember when peak, do you remember when peak became a thing? It was like, oh, that's peak. I thought it was a good thing. I started saying like, oh, that's peak, in the wrong context. It's a bad thing, like, oh man, so peak, got so much homework. I mean, maybe I just shouldn't say the word peak, it doesn't sound right coming out of my mouth, really, does it? Anywho, what was I talking about? Consumption, yeah. The thing is, around Christmas time, I get secondhand gifts. Like now, I get like vegan or secondhand low-waist gifts, because I've made it like pretty apparent that that's what I'm really passionate about. For example, my friend Serena got me this beautiful blouse from a charity shop. Trade is like a charity shop chain in London, and yeah, she got me this amazing embroidered cream blouse, which is right up my street. Obviously she knows me quite well. She also got me a book from a charity shop, which is like the same book that she has, so we can read it alongside each other, which is really, really nice. And I got so many, like I got vegan Baileys, like the almond milk Baileys, and lots of vegan gifts, and ethically sourced gifts. Like my mum put these in my stocking, these handmade hand scrubs and hand balms, which are all natural, and they come in like these tins and there's no plastic involved. But like inevitably I'm gonna get some wasteful gifts, or like stuff that's like wrapped quite wastefully, and there is a lot of guilt that comes with that. And I think for a lot of people this time of year, especially if you're like zero waste, or I don't know, it's like, why do you feel guilty? It's not, you can't control everything. This is something that I've definitely learned, and I was reflecting on this because I did a video last year of like doing my New Year's makeup and saying my New Year's resolutions, and I was thinking about like one of my resolutions was to be less wasteful, and kind of like counterintuitively this year one of my resolutions is to not be so hard on myself, because genuinely a lot of guilt comes with failing to be like completely ethical all the time, because it's just not. I just don't think it's possible, and I think that like to carry that weight around with you is just so counterintuitive. I will do a video on like conscious consumption and guilt and things like that, but I don't know where I'm going with this. I don't really want to talk about it in this video because this is a cheerful video and this is my Christmas makeup complete. This is it. I feel like it works because it's quite a light, quite a fresh makeup look. Like I haven't got any kind of like dark shadows underneath my eyes, I haven't used many dark eyeshadows, keep it very light and fresh, but the glitter kind of gives it that Christmassy twist. I've been wearing the scrunchie a lot. I thought I'd mention it because it's a vegan silk handmade scrunchie that I picked up from Corey Curls. I saw them on Instagram and I went onto their page, and they're only about £6 each, so they're really affordable. I got this one, a light pink one, a gold one as well. Very, very pretty. I really hope you enjoyed this video and I really hope you have a lovely Christmas. We will list all of these products down below. But not with links, because I don't use affiliate links. Someone said to me the other day, left me a comment saying I should use affiliate links. Listen, hun, I would love to, but I don't know how to. I don't know how people do it. If you would like to teach me, feel free to. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I'm also wearing this necklace from Mirabelle Jewellery. I friggin' love this. Very, very simple. Also quite Christmassy as well. Like, how on theme am I? It's almost like I planned it. I'm gonna go now. I really hope you have a lovely Christmas, and hopefully I might see you in my next video. Bye.